everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. We have not posted for a while, and we've just been so busy. We've only lived here for about 5 months. We're still trying to get things together, for the farm. But we do have some exciting news. We have some new babies here. We got some new quail, and then we had a surprise of 2 baby goats. So let me go ahead and show you those things. Do not mind my garage. Like I said, we're still trying to unpack and all of that good stuff. But let me go ahead and show you the baby quail first. So these are the babies. They are doing very well. We're getting a lot of eggs from the parents, which are right here. These are our adults. Now we did hatch some out a little while ago, and here are those babies. They're like, pet me. Hi, babies. All right, so those are the babies. Well, the juniors, I should say, and those are the adults. And then we got the little itty babies right here. Let me try and see if I can get into here a little bit more, where you can see them a little better. Oh, they're like running everywhere. They're super cute. They're doing very well. We had a very good success rate. We had, I believe, 12 eggs, and we had 11 of them hatch. So we're doing really well on the success rate on all of that. Oh, listen to them chirping. All right, and then now I will take you to the goats. All right, so like I said before, the baby goats were a surprise. When we adopted Ginger, she said she would be possibly pregnant. We were not 100% sure. She really didn't get that big, so, but her belly was moving, and I kept on telling my husband, I was like, are you sure she's not pregnant? But we weren't 100% sure. But she was. There was one day we were actually sitting there, and the way she was acting, I was like, oh, looks like she may be having some babies. So I kept an eye on her, but then I kind of did some more research on it, and they said it would have a couple of days. So we're like, okay, a couple of days, that's great. No, it was not a couple of days. I came out here the next morning, and sure enough, they were right there. So I was like, oh my gosh. She originally had 3. Unfortunately, we did lose 1. I believe she either laid on it or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I've had a couple of people that I reached out to that actually breed goats, and they said it could be a number of things. So with that being said, it is a farm. Unfortunately, you may lose a couple, and here and there. And I'm so thankful that we still have the 2. Okay, so these, let me show you the crew here. All right, so say hi, guys. This one right here is Drago. This one is Ario. And then this cutie patootie over here. This is Nutmeg, which my husband calls baby girl. So they're a trip. Absolutely a trip. All right, so let's go ahead and get in here, and then I'll show you Ginger and the babies. All right, so now let's go look at the babies. They're all right here with some mama. They're actually in the corner right now. Goats are going crazy. I actually brought her some food and that, so I'll feed her a little bit. Oh, there's the one baby. And the other one is back there. It looks like she's sleeping. All right, sorry about that. I had to pause the video because my male goat, he can be a little aggressive. All right, so here are the babies. We got this one right here. She's just laying down. They're just napping, sitting up. Drago, will you get down? And then there's the other baby. So cute. Drago! Stop! Here, let me show you what this character does. Hey, you be nice. Be nice. Be nice. I'm petting you. You're so demanding. You need attention. You're an attention whore. Back it up. Be nice. Hey, be nice. See, he's a little rough. No, be nice. No, back it up. Trying to show everybody the babies. Yeah, I know. You always want attention. I know. I know you always need it. Okay, so that one right there is just really conked out. She's like, I'm done. That baby right there. He's so cute. And there's Ginger, the mama. She's an amazing mom. She does really well. To get you some more water too, Ginger. Drago, if you don't stop. Stop. Don't you go over there. Aw. Little one is running around. Drago, get off of my shoe. That's my shoe. You just took off of my foot. Go. There, I'm petting you. Now go away. No. Nope. All right. Here, here's the babies. That one is really conked out. She is like... Drago, quit. You're just sleeping. She was like up running around earlier today. She's probably... Drago? Stop. All right. Let's go see what the chickens are doing. All right, so here's all of our chickens. All just kind of hanging out. We have some of them probably in the coop still. Hi, babies. What are you doing? Hi, sweethearts. Hi. This is one of our meat birds. We're gonna have to process them soon. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. What are you doing? As you can see, they're a little friendly. Pretty cool little flock we got. That right there was supposed to be a hen when we got him. He was not. Looks like a turkey, so we call him Turk. That's one of our roosters. And same goes for this one right here. Can't really see this. Let me get out of the sun because his coloring is amazing. We call him Rusty. He's got some really pretty colors. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. That's Rusty. And then this here, well, that's Barlow. I know he was a rooster. He's actually one of our own that we hatched on our boat, actually. So it was quite exciting. All right. So I have to feed the pigs. So let's go and check out the pigs. All right. Welcome to the barn. Just got them some food. That right there is little Rosemary. And then that is good old pork chop. And we have some roosters in here. Hey, if anybody wants any roosters, let me know. Here they all are. They need homes. They're very pretty. However, they don't get along very well with Barlow. And Barlow is really good with the ladies. These guys, I guess with a bunch of them, they weren't very good with the ladies, and Barlow was kind of my favorite, so that's the reason why I chose Barlow. But these guys are amazingly beautiful as well. So, but yeah, they're eating. Got them some water. Good old Rosemary, let's see. Yeah, and I don't know why it is, but every time I feed the pigs, the chickens are like, oh my gosh, And they've got their own food and everything, but something about the pig's food, I guess. Either that or they like to eat with them. All right. So I'm gonna leave them alone so they can eat. As you can see, the roosters are a little irritated with each other at sometimes too, so. But yeah. All right. But I just want to thank you so much for joining me on this adventure that we're having. Like I said, it's been a while since we've posted, but we've been really busy with a lot of things going on. However, we'll try to get better at it. I do a bunch of shorts on different things. A lot of times I feel like I don't really have time to actually post some videos, but today was actually a really nice day out. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna post it. Oh, and then while we're here, I'm gonna show you something kind of cool that I'm getting ready to get together. It's not much right now, but it is absolutely gonna be pretty awesome when it's finished. Let me show you. So this is a ring that we did. He plowed it for me. And I'm gonna have like a bunch of sunflowers. So if you can see here, I planted a whole bunch of different kinds. We have them popping up. So I'm hoping it'll be all the way around. And then inside of this area here, I'm gonna have it as like a little sitting area to where I can sit and relax, do some meditations, and basically do whatever I want. So, and then we got the path going out here. But yeah, it's amazing. And then once when all's said and done, this is kind of the view I'm gonna have because this is the entrance to it. However, it doesn't look so great right now because we got the cow panel right there. That's gonna be gone. All of this gravel is gonna be gone. We gotta finish doing the project with that. And then over here, we were gonna make it into like a huge fire pit, but I was kind of thinking, I'm like, you know what? This would be an amazing greenhouse. So this right here, we're gonna make into a greenhouse. It was a play area for the kids from the previous owners, but I am going to make this my greenhouse. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be amazing. I can actually do a bunch of gardening in here. I can leave like different herbs and stuff like that in here. So I mean, I have them. I want to do it also on the land as well in certain areas, but it would be nice just to have a lot of it right here because then I can just come out, I can grab it if it's raining or whatever. It won't be too far of a walk. Right now we don't have, if you look at this is like, it's considered the side, but it's the backyard, side yard. I don't know. I have no idea, you know, with this house. But anyways, we have 3 windows and that's where our living room is right there. And I would really like to put like slider doors there. That would be amazing because this door right here is actually off of our bedroom. So we don't really have another door to get out here from the living room kitchen area. It's more like a great room so than a living room. But yeah, so it won't be too bad of a walk, and it'd be nice to have like some, you know, like rock, you know, like river rock or something, like make a little pathway to get to the greenhouse. So, but yeah. Okay, so let me show you what we have set for the garden. I believe last video he was kind of getting the garden set a little bit, but we actually have some things planted. And when we were doing the planting, it started raining because I was going to video, but we were just trying to get it done real quick. And I just didn't really have the actual time to put in making a video. So, but let me show you the garden. Okay, so right now this part right here is bare, but I'm gonna actually put in corn over here. I am a big popcorn eater, so my husband said, hey, let's plant some popcorn. So I have this over here for the popcorn, and then I have some colorful popcorn as well because I want to do some crafting with that. But when I read the instructions, and it stated that it needed to be like the ground needed to be soaked the day before. So I was going to do that today, and I was like, well, it's not soaked. However, it's going to rain this weekend, which is going to be amazing. So I'm going to wait, and then when it's finished raining, hopefully on Sunday, I can actually put those in, either that or I can just put them in on Monday. But we have all of this area. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do for all of this. We got a pretty good sized garden, and I know I said in the one video that we plan on expanding. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be expanding for a while until we start knowing exactly what we're gonna do with it. All right, so right here we do have tomatoes, and we have tomatoes lined up going down. It's kind of hard to see, but we have different types of tomatoes. I'm not exactly sure what they are that my husband had planted. And then over here, of course, we got some weeds in there, but we've got some onions, and I'm sorry, not onions, but some garlic in here. And then we have over here, they're like really, really little, but we got different types of onions. So we got those growing. And then we got some cabbage, which is gonna be absolutely delicious. So we got cabbage there, and cabbage is there. Let me just do it like this. That's much better. Sorry about that. And then I believe those are peppers. And, or wait a minute, those weren't the onions. The onions are over here. I'm not sure what those are. These are the onions. Yeah. Because when I'm at work, sometimes he'll come out here and he'll start planting stuff. So there's probably stuff in here that I don't even know that we actually have. But yes, our cabbages are doing pretty good. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, and that's our little garden, I guess I could say. So far, we haven't really done much with it. So, I mean, we do have some stuff, but I feel like we need to do more. We want to do potatoes, but somebody said that it's a little late to do potatoes, but I think we're going to still do some potatoes. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see about that. Also today I picked some clover. While my husband was mowing the yard, there was a whole bunch of it in the garden area. Not this garden area, but there's like another little garden area that we have stuff planted, but nothing's really come up yet. But I went ahead and picked out some clover, and then I made some clover honey. Every time I do something like this, I made some dandelion honey one day as well. I always like to put it in the sun outside just so it can infuse really well. And then I will bring it inside because I put it on my windowsill where the sun will actually shine through. So that's just some things that I did today. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and learning some new things that we're doing on the farm. It's been fun so far. We're having a lot of things going on. Oh, and I guess those right there, those are actually hutches for rabbits. So I plan on getting some meat rabbits later. Not right now because we do still have a lot going on. But meat rabbits are definitely something on the list of wanting to get. But I feel I got a really good deal on these instead of making them. So I asked my husband if we could get them, and he said yes. So we went ahead and we got them. Now we just got to get them out of the truck and clean them up and all that good jazz. So that'll be another video that I will be doing. But yeah, so I'm super excited about those. But again, thank you so much for joining me, and I wish for everyone to have an amazing day. Thanks. Bye-bye.